Today's June 18th, 2021. It's the 3-year anniversary of Jamison's death.
Hey, you just fought this guy.
I gotta do it again?
So it's a weaker version.
Oh, okay. They just wanted to make sure.
And he's a slightly different color.
They wanted to make sure you didn't miss it, I guess.
I guess. He is weaker, though.
Oh, not the wrong way, Sora.
Kicking his butt.
It's over.
Yeah, this is...
You want to switch to Oathkeeper?
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Kicked his booty.
I'm glad I didn't level up to level 99.
That's what I was at.
Yeah.
It was about just as easy.
Slammed his face into the sidewall.
That's it.
Yeah.
Axel! No! Sora!
Duck Laser!
No!
Donald! Don't! Just like rips the skin from his body. Then all that's left is like a fried duck.
Donald goes out like a true old school Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 5, like mage sacrifice. Spoiler alert for people who
Haven't played those games.
4 and 5. I won't say which characters.
Huh?
Remember the part in Kingdom Hearts 2 where Goofy died?
Yeah.
That was really sad.
Yeah.
Now Donald's dead too. They're both definitely gone, never coming back.
So that's like Sora moving from one to the other.
Yeah.
Is this Aqua's heart?
No.
Them's heart was so peaceful. But this is fear.
Pretty sure that's Leon's heart.
This can't be real. Huh? Oh.
Huh. Pull it together, Sora. We haven't lost them. They still have their hearts. But we have to protect them.
Right.
We stand together. Mickey, Kyrie, Goofy, watch the others.
No! We should all get to safety while we still can!
It's too late for that.
All those little flying shadow boys.
It can't be. No.
Wow. That's creepy.
Yeah.
So, this is the fear and despair that Aqua feels. And now, I feel it too.
Actually, it looks kind of janky if you really pay attention to the ones in the background.
Oh yeah.
They're just like moving around like this. They're like still images. Oh, she just got turned into dust.
Guess where you have to fight again.
Really?
Yep.
As Sora again. This is interesting. This kind of, so far the beginning of this seems like kind of padding.
Yeah, it's kind of rehashed stuff.
Like I don't quite get the narrative purpose for it. I feel like this could have been streamlined a lot, but it's okay, whatever. Play the video game. Pirate ship. Maybe we can finish the fight without using the pirate ship this time.
Yeah.
Where is she?
He's dancing.
Alright, come on. Alright.
Aqua!
You just see a jumble of disconnected limbs
Oh god.
swirling around in
Like a severed head.
the mass of Heartless.
Yeah. Just jumble. Starts turning red.
Oh. It's grim.
Yeah. That'd be terrifying, man.
Playtime is over, children. You can kill them now. And then Sora's like, ah!
Wait, is that from
Cell.
Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah. I could voice Cell.
Then,
So now this is
Found you.
when Sora goes back to change things. So it's doing this again.
What gives, Aqua?
I know that you're not him. Now let our friend go.
So he's just in his own heart.
Did I pass through the tear? Oh.
Sora?
Namine?
What are you doing here? Have you lost yourself, like I did?
Well, it's a long story. But tell me, why haven't you returned to Kairi's heart yet?
He is their 13th.
Today is the day you all lose.
What?
Before you even face
Today is the day
13,
you...
He just says it
every
again.
last one of you will be torn heart
It's like, did you hear me? Like, oh, I'm sorry. I mumble sometimes.
The Keyblade will still be
So I don't really
forged.
get, like... Oh, well, I watched this scene.
I'm still not able to. But I'm calling out to Terra's heart, and I brought him here.
Terra?
No, actual Terra.
Terra's heart, is too steeped in darkness. Instead, I've brought out Terra's most personal and powerful thoughts. This is Terra's sadness, anger.
Yeah. She said that she helped him
Yeah.
come back.
Terra's thoughts?
His lingering will.
We're not gonna lose to you.
I don't quite understand why Sora is here now. Like, what was he doing before? He hopped into Ven's heart
Yeah.
and then Aqua's.
He goes to Aqua's.
And then he
Now he's
goes
back to
back.
his.
Why?
Because he jumped to his own heart.
Alright.
His heart was the one left, I guess, because Aqua got taken away.
So this is
Who are you?
after he changes things by
Yes.
saving them.
Yeah.
I thought he was supposed to have gone to all the hearts and rescued Kairi before he got to this point.
No, before the end of the game where he goes back to save Kairi. That's what it's talking about.
Okay, I see.
For this moment.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. So he has up until the end of, like
the scene
the end of the game.
Yeah. That's up until the scene where Mickey says don't go and Riku's like let him go.
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of the best tracks in the whole series, in my opinion.
I really like it.
Not this version, though. This version's fine, but the actual PSP version has more kick to it, in my opinion.
Oh yeah? So now we're gonna get to see what happened with their little fight.
It's Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
Blossom and Bubbles are fighting.
Wretched spirit.
As long as Master Xehanort resides within you, you're a threat to Aqua and Ven.
How noble. You would give your life for theirs?
You must be removed from existence. At all costs.
Guy who's voicing Terra sounds like he's sitting in a chair,
Dominic,
sipping from
can you
a
call out to
mug
Terra?
of hot cocoa and just taking it
his
easy.
rage is too strong. He won't respond.
He kind of always
to
sounds
me.
like that.
No matter who gets hurt, it's bad for Terra. Either way, you have to leave. Go to the world of ocean and sky.
And you?
I got this.
Sora just pulls out a gun.
I've been saving this. Crushes his head, blood shoots out in every direction.
Oh jeez.
Be gone!
It's like when Mr. X kills that one guy and
Oh yeah. Like his eye pops out.
How can you be here?
Hey, I can travel to different times too, you know. Did you think you were the only one with that power?
You dare.
it's not possible. How can this be?
I have the power of nature in me.
Hey, come on!
Yeah. Come on, come on.
Are you okay? Bust a wolf! Oh no, is Sora gonna get crushed? Oh no, is he gonna get hit by the bad key? Oh phew. Oh man.
Terra!
Oh, it went untextured for a second.
Got what Twin Perfect described as a
Seeing
kiln-fired
that
look.
you have also taken the forbidden path, you too must be ready to make the ultimate sacrifice.
The ultimate sacrifice. He throws him the smash invitation.
Alright.
Oh, hello.
Actual new fight.
That's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, so it's like Sora's do. I actually kind of gotta be halfway decent at what I'm.
Come on.
Yeah, I think I would have been. I might have. Don't know how I would have done some of these fights if I hadn't gotten this really overpowered Keyblade.
You haven't even been using Oathkeeper.
What was that?
You haven't even been using Oathkeeper.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to get it. But I also want to like not do fights again.
You get it? Yep. Get that max MP increase. It's like you kicked my hiney.
Didn't you just beat this guy who was using that guy?
Video game logic. I beat him in the fight, but then he wins.
Win the fight so the story can play out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just video games.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. It
There's
could
the
just
way-
make you lose.
There's Witcher 3, there's apparently Cyberpunk. It's changing things up some. Different story outcomes and all that. I mean, that's been a thing for a while now.
Yeah.
To varying degrees of complexity and effort.
Now you're here.
Oh, I think I'm gonna go to the world, the kingdom of Corona.
Yeah. You just leave.
So,
Yeah. Just put it
I'll
somewhere.
just save it over.
Oh, it's just telling you to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
overwrite this one, whatever. I got the footage.
Yeah.
It's a muggle.
Kupo.
Time to make some stuff for Donald and Goofy.
Just like not even in your party.
Yeah. Whatever, I'm not gonna. Alright.
Okay, go help your buddies.
Riku with his giant car key.
Yeah. Michael Moose.
Good old Michael Moose.
Gotta go help Michael.
I was looking forward to flying down that corridor, but okay.
It's like, make your choice.
It brings me great joy to kill this cartoon mouse. Otherwise, I am a good guy. However, in this fight...
Your Majesty!
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if he's good or not. I assume he's probably good because everyone's just kind of like... It turns out they were actually alright guys. Even Xehanort. I assume his reason for doing his stuff is like actually it's like, oh, I really care about good things. I don't know, you know.
Who?
Luxord. Luxord. I love this music.
You don't really know.
Yeah, I know. This is my favorite final boss theme from any of the Kingdom Hearts games. Even though I don't think Marluxia is all that compelling of a final boss necessarily, but just the music itself is fantastic. Lord of the Castle is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. This time they have their own life bars, because I think last time they were sharing a life bar, right?
I think they have their own life bars.
Yeah, I think in the base game it was like they shared a life bar or something. Oh, no, I remember. This kind of happened before.
Yeah. Mickey's got to get zapped into the card. Well, this has got to happen first.
What did he just do? He just, like, give him some steroids or something?
Yeah, he just pumped him full of roids.
Like, what did he do?
I don't know. He used magic or something. Gave
Just
him
like
his power.
berserkered him up with nobody magic.
Yeah. Well, it's like his cards are now like kind of the same stuff that Xemnas' blades are. Like you'll see it in a sec.
He goes,
yeah, they're all red now.
What I needed.
He goes, "Grahaha, the hunt is on, boys."
You just got smash on the mind.
I really gotta do all this again.
Sora, look out!
Like, is this fight varied up at all?
Not this one. The others are.
All right, why they make?
No!
This is very strange. It seems like they could have skipped some of this stuff.
Yeah, they definitely could have.
Sora, one final game. The rules are simple. All you have to do to win is find me among these cards and strike me down.
It's like, pay $30 for DLC. The first 3 hours of it is stuff you've already seen and done.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright.
Don't worry. I'll get you out.
Alright, what do I gotta just like hit the one that has Mickey in it? Is that right?
The one that has Luxord in it.
Oh, the one that has Luxord.
Luxord. What I always called it.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. You don't have to attack all the cards. You could actually find the one he's behind.
Right, but how do, oh, okay.
Like, his card will, like, shake and stuff, and you'll be able to,
okay.
You can move the camera to see the other side of the cards.
The game complete.
See ya.
They're all kind of...
Choose wisely.
Like, move your camera to see the other side of the cards.
Oh, the other side,
Yes.
okay. I thought you meant like the cards on the other side of the screen.
No.
Live dangerously, Sora.
See ya.
Figure the rules out. Let's start over.
What's the matter?
Live dangerously, Sora. It's more fun when you beat the odds. Choose wisely.
No! It's targeting the wrong
You can still
one.
get it. You can still get it. No, wait, no, you can't. I thought you could.
Over here. Watch closely. Let's start over.
See ya.
Live dangerously, Sora.
You gotta move him backwards.
I know, I hate this.
Shuffle.
This is the dullest thing.
You can hit Larxene and Marluxia to make them disappear.
Out of here.
You were born for these sorts of games.
What's this?
A wild card. You've earned it. Hang on to it. Could turn the tables.
Without telling me what it is, does
Play
this
again
DLC
someday.
address that?
When we're just guys.
No.
Ah,
I should like that very much, Sora.
It does kind of imply how it could in the future, though.
okay.
At least in my mind, it does.
In your remind.
Yeah. Haha.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, Sora.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? Jeez.
I already beat him once.
So, the scenes play out the same.
Oh, so now it all comes back to me.
It's gone with the wind, but it's all coming back.
Is that a real laugh?
Just starts playing that song. It's like, whoa!
My heart
Copyright
is
music.
remembering how to feel.
Really? That's good.
Sora starts drooling.
Now, I'm on the cusp of
Really?
reclaiming
That's
my
good.
identity,
Uh,
my purpose for being. Thanks to you, Sora.
Those some rosy red lips.
oh yeah. He was gonna kiss someone with those lips.
There's keys all over the ground. Alright, time to kill the woman.
I will break you.
Sure about
She's
that.
gonna break you.
What's the matter?
You gonna do that fake volley?
You and me.
See ya.
We're bouncing around like a bunch of rabbits.
What's the matter?
I did not like the fake volley.
What's the matter?
Was it too bouncy for you?
It's like I'm holding a giant stick of death. It's a lot more potent than bouncing around on a beanbag with Mickey.
Who's called you a worm?
It's gonna be worms in you, and
No way.
it's gonna be worms eating your carcass,
Mickey's like, holy crap, Sora!
and I'm not gonna be one of them.
You murdered her! You stuck like a billion swords through her body.
Jeez, Sora, I'm gonna go over here.
Are you kidding?
Have you gone to the dark?
You're gonna be recompleted.
You're gonna die! Haha!
I didn't ask you for your garbage opinion.
Just when I beaten you to death with a blunt object just now was me doing you a favor.
Yeah.
To a bunch of losers like you. But could be worse. Become that geezer's heart tank? No thanks.
Then why help him?
I was really just along for the ride.
With...
My secret.
I don't know, that seems kind of sexist and problematic to me. A woman along for the ride instead of having her own clear goals and not being a strong female character. I think I'm going to write a letter to Squaresoft. I think I'm going to write an opinion piece in Huffington Post.
Sora, I'll go after Xemnas while you go find the others.
I think I'm going to call my boyfriend and ask him to change my tire for me.
Oh no.
Have I said something wrong? Okay. I think I'm probably fine, but I'm going to save my game. Oh, never
Too
mind.
bad!
Alright, I guess I'm not going to do that.
It's like, keep going.
It's like a boss rush.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, actually, yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly what it is.
Straight up.
Hmm.
Riku replica looks crazy.
He's got a crazed look in his eyes.
Yeah, he's got crazy eyes.
Riku!
Sora!
So am I Sora,
Leave it to me.
Al Sora, or am I the Sora that was? Oh, it's
You are Sora from this time, not the one that went back to save Kairi.
Oh.
We still don't know what happened to him.
Oh.
Well, I do, but
Oh. Okay.
so you're just continuing it. You're just like continuing the story until we catch up to him.
Do I have to do like the big fight with the three of them again? With young Xehanort, Ansem, and Xemnas?
Yeah, I believe so.
Just straight up everything. Do I gotta do the final battle again?
No.
Okay. Just every other one in this
Yeah.
whole last plot-heavy section of the game.
Yeah. Okay. There is more stuff.
Hey, let's speed it up. Keep the line moving.
Thanks for choosing Starbucks. What can I get started for you today?
Think fast.
At least I can play as Riku this time.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have picked. Sorry. Can I heal myself as Riku?
Yeah. Yeah. He has Kuraga, yeah.
Oh. It's in the wrong slot.
Think fast.
Oh, right.
You want to move away from that one. Oh, he has a shot lock too.
Oh, Riku does?
Yeah. He didn't before.
Oh, cool.
One more.
Good job, Sora.
Take this.
There we go. Smack him with that car key.
Take this. Try again.
That dark Firaga.
Sorry. Sorry.
I really wish there had been like entire Devil May Cry 5. You play like entire story segments as different characters. It would have been great if this game had had that with like Riku and Aqua and stuff like that.
Except for just certain boss fights.
Yeah, you play as Riku like
instead
twice.
of just certain boss
right.
fights.
You play as Riku twice, I think, and Aqua once.
Yeah. I agree.
You're not real. Huh? I'm the real one. Aren't you my past self? From when Ansem possessed me? Oh. No. You beat Ansem and you're still here. This guy is me.
Did a freaking Mortal Kombat fatality. Pulls out his heart and holds it up in the air.
He
I
eats
knew
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's a replica. A soon-to-be empty vessel. I've been waiting for a chance like this.
Flies it to a sweatshop and sells it for some cash.
This game
Hey! What are you doing?
advertises child labor.
Take the vessel! No. The world already has you. There's someone else who needs the replica more. You know who I mean. Oh. Namine, you're saving her.
He's the actual replica spirit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonder what happens to him.
Yeah, I don't know. Guess he just disappears.
Good luck.
Because he has his own identity. Same way
Right.
that like Roxas had his own identity.
Yeah.
And eventually got to be his own guy.
I guess he just kind of...
He just
into-
flies around as a melty spirit thing.
Yeah.
Let's make it interesting. Start dancing.
Alright, okay. Alright.
Oh crap!
The end of the
Wow.
road for
You got trapped in that.
There was nothing I could do there.
Should just start you at Sigbar.
Sure hope so.
That'd be weird if it didn't.
Alright, so don't get close to him when he's glowing pink, I guess.
When he's about to shoot the thing into the sky. Oh, it lets you choose again.
Let's make it interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, get away from him.
This one's special.
You can block it when it gets to you.
Take this.
I'll just let Sora do all the work. So if I don't play as Sora, it looks like Sora's using the Kingdom Key.
Yeah, he's using the Kingdom Key as well as like his like a certain moveset. Like he's using abilities that you may not even have equipped.
Okay, so he's not like gonna use up my items and stuff.
Yeah, no.
That'd be very strange.
It's just like a default like Sora loadout.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're done. Hey, watch it.
I think this DLC is more fun and also more challenging if you play as the optional characters.
Yeah. I know. I definitely. If I'm gonna do this as Riku and people if I can. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just. It made me use Sora. It would have been cool if I could have been like Mickey in the other fight.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Start dancing.
But I guess because Mickey gets like trapped in the card halfway through or whatever.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Plot.
Unless they did some weird like fight with Mickey inside the card or something. That'd be weird. It's like he's
Mickey inside the card world or something.
yeah, he's like fighting cards from Alice in Wonderland. Does make a cameo appearance for some reason.
I didn't mean to do that. Shoot.
Well, you used his item.
Yeah, but I wish you could like set up your like shortcut commands beforehand because I had full magic. I used an ether and then I used cure, which was just a complete waste.
Old Ziggy. Eye patch Zig.
Little Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah. Blue shoe.
Figures. If I had a keyblade, it'd be different.
Like you're actually worthy to use one.
Oh. I am worthy.
What do you mean?
My secret.
Prince promised to bequeath me his. Why else do you think I would ever put up with all his nonsense?
It'd be wasted on you.
As if.
What?
Did he so in Kingdom Hearts 2, did he have streaks of gray in his hair? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's always had those.
Because when I saw him in Dream Drop Distance, I thought the streaks of gray were new because he had more Xehanort in him.
Oh, no. I'm pretty sure he's always had those.
Okay. For some reason I thought in 2 he just had solid, like, black hair or whatever.
Mm.
Camera's trucking along.
Yep. We are going to get a little new scene here in a bit with Riku.
Is that a replica for Naminé?
Yeah. Wish we could help her now. But first...
Riku's a lot taller than Sora.
Yeah. I'm going after Ansem.
Okay. I'll go help the others.
I always forget Riku is like a year older than him.
I'll be back. After all of this is over.
Hey!
Huh?
I thought you'd be gone by now.
Today's June 18th, 2021. It's the 3-year anniversary of Jamison's death. I finished this video, upload it to YouTube. I'll post the link on Facebook along with a short description of what it is, and people will see that I say it's the 3-year anniversary and that their brains will latch on to the 3-year part, like, oh, it's been 3 years since Jamison died, and so it'll be like a special signal to their brain that'll mean that, oh, this one matters. And I will get marginally more engagement on the Facebook post of this video than I would on any of the other random ones where I'm just talking about stuff that matters to me, because this one is the 3-year anniversary. This one matters. That's people. So there's a trick that my brain plays on me. I suspect a lot of people who, like English major type people who like to dissect and analyze stories, I suspect maybe other people do this, where the same tools in your brain that take apart stories and look for themes and subtext you may unwittingly kind of automatically employ them on instances in day-to-day life, especially around significant dates like the 3-year anniversary of my brother's death. So on a day like today, just little things, I don't want to say they seem more significant. They seem worth paying a little bit closer attention to than normal, just in case they're somehow more significant, just in case there's somehow some kind of cosmic metaphysical connections of meaning to be drawn. I was running late to school. I was doing some video work that I kind of wanted to get done before I had to do this, and so I was running late. I had to get a taxi. Usually taxi drive, sometimes they talk to me, usually they don't much, but this guy wanted to talk to me, so I'm not good at Korean, but we had a short little kind of broken conversation in Korean where he asked me where I was from and then told me he'd visited the States. He'd been to the Grand Canyon and Las Vegas and Southern California. He visited in 2017. 2017 was I'm doing this right now. Like 2017 was the last full year that Jamison, last full calendar year that Jamison lived. Yeah, I went to school. My co-teacher is awesome and let me leave early because she knew that I had this to do and wanted me to have more time, and I'm grateful for that. Gave me more time to set stuff up. But before I went home, I went to Means Cafe. That I know I've been there before in an earlier episode. I want to say it was like episode 11, I think, and I went there the day after I found out Jamison died. I went there and without meaning to or planning it, cried. Like my girlfriend met me there, and so we were talking about it, and and then later the owner, like a few days later, she asked me why I had been so sad, and I explained to her. And later she told me that she had also lost a sibling. Anyway, I had forgotten I did this, but last year on the 2-year anniversary of Jamison's death, I went there to get a drink, and this year I did the exact same thing before I went home. Got the heart-shaped straw. Can't really focus on it well, but yeah. And then I came home. My friend Ben is staying with me right now, so he's not in the room right now. I don't know where I was going with that, with the literary significance thing. I don't know. I'm more prone to looking into things and thinking about ways it could be meaningful. When it's about stuff like this, it's probably a lot of people. It's the same thing with the previous video. I talked about gestures, and I got an amiibo of Fox because Jamison. I can't go a single one of these videos without mentioning Smash Brothers. We played it a lot together. It was good times. But yeah, I got that Fox amiibo because Jamison liked Fox. The idea of gestures. Here's Fox. I actually, a few months back, I also went ahead and ordered Falco. I am not planning on starting a toy collection, but I was already ordering a bunch of stuff off of Amazon to build a rig for my camera to improve the quality of future videos. It's actually right here. It's this awesome rig. It'll let me mount more things like external recording devices and other stuff that'll help me improve the quality of my footage. But I was already ordering a bunch of stuff from Amazon, and so I was like, you know what, I can't find the Falco amiibo, but Jamison and I, it's always Fox and Falco. I was Falco, Jamison was Fox, so I got the Falco amiibo. I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent, but anyway, I guess this video should probably be some kind of the current state of things video. How I am doing, how I'm holding up, what I think about things 3 years later. I got the call from my dad that my brother was dead 3 years ago. It's weird. Yeah, 3 years later, as far as how all this has affected me and how I'm thinking about stuff now, I want to say that I think a lot of this, if Jamison had just died and then I had just gone about my life, I don't know that I'd be in the same spot mentally and emotionally that I am now. But as it is now, I feel like I am a worse person, maybe in some ways. It's more complicated than that. Because I feel like in a lot of ways I am far better able to give real understanding to people who go through something, who go through losing someone, something traumatic, whatever. I feel like I'm much better able to provide an actually helpful, like more fully realized ear, like figurative ear to someone who is dealing with something like that. It's just made me, I've always been a sensitive person, and a lot of this has made me a lot more sensitive and sensitive of others' either apathy or just not knowing what to do. But I don't know, that's just how it is, and I'm not going to linger on that for this video. I'm not going to apologize for it. I don't think the problem is me necessarily. I shouldn't have said it's made me a worse person, because the truth is, I think it's just made me far less patient with people who I think should be better than they are. Far less understanding of that. And I don't think I'm wrong. I'm not going to apologize. But I'm not going. That's not what this video is about. Today, because it's sensitive information about real people, I will not get into specifics, but well, I'll preface this by saying that every so often I've said this before, I hear almost nothing but bad news from my hometown. People are not doing well. Drugs are a problem. So people I know, people that we were children together, like they have problems with addiction, keep getting arrested, stuff like that. Today, I learned that someone I was very close with this person's sibling was not anymore. And so I didn't know this guy super well, but I knew him. Like when I would hang out at their house, I would talk to him some. Today, I read like a couple days ago or yesterday, he was arrested and charged with second-degree murder because he sold someone some kind of drug with fentanyl in it, and that person died from the drug that she acquired from him. So, yeah, I don't know if it's in poor taste to bring that up at all, and I'm not going to say who it is, and I don't think most people watching this are going to go look for it, whatever. I don't care. I hope that guy goes to jail for a long time, because people who deal in you're an addict too, sorry, I don't care. Like at that point, you're a threat and you're spreading it bad. Like if Jamison were still alive, I'm not excluding him from this. He's my brother, so I'm making videos about him and I love him. But if Jamison were alive and things had gone differently, Jamison could have been the one to sell someone something that killed them. But that's why, I mean, this is wrong. Drugs are wrong. This is not a controversial statement. You try something that you know is wrong. Okay. Teenagers try stuff. Okay. You get addicted. Whoops. That sucks because you were a teenager. At that point, like, okay, you want to have this back and forth conversation about addiction being a disease. Okay, yeah, help addicts. Yes, help them. But they shouldn't have done what they did. And people are terrified to stand on a train track when the train's coming, because if the train hits them, they will die. We teach people to be scared of things that will kill them. I don't understand people not being afraid of drugs, especially as more and more people overdose and die. I hope this guy goes to jail for a very long time, and I don't say that in a completely judgmental, vindictive way. Although it is partly that, because he is responsible for a death. That person who chose to do the drug is also responsible for their own death. I realized they didn't know what they were getting, but you shouldn't be doing drugs. This all probably sounds cruel, but I think it's more cruel to just pretend to be compassionate about it and be soft and let it keep happening. I think that's actually worse. Honestly, if you think I'm being judgmental, you can bite me and you can turn off this video. I have no use for you. You're so squishy and ineffective and wrong. Hope this guy goes to jail. I hope he cleans up in jail. I hope he turns his life around. Like, I hope he spends enough time without access to that stuff that he'll always be an addict, but I hope he can kind of get his head straight and acquire some kind of mental, spiritual tools to combat it when he's out again, if he's out again. But yeah, no, I said from the very beginning, I'm not going to link to anti-drug resources, resources to help addicts, because that stuff is all over the place for people who want it. I've spent so much of my life, so much of my time trying to help people who just don't want help, and I detailed that a year ago in the last video. I couldn't get my brother to even just like arrange a time to talk to me about what to do. And you can't. There's other things. There's other stuff that I guess I probably shouldn't talk about. But you just can't help people. You can help people with practical things if they're already heading in a positive direction and just need help with a task, a specific task. Like, help me move a bunch of things from point A to point B within a reasonable span of time, because it'll be hard to do it by myself. Help them with that. But you can't map out the most appropriate way, even if you know a better way for them to live. And chances are, if they're doing drugs and making a bunch of bad decisions, you probably do. You can't map that out for them and give it to them, because you can, but chances are they're just going to chuck it. Chances are they're just not going to follow it. People just don't listen. They just want to tread water. I know addicts don't. Part of them doesn't want to be addicted, but part of them does. People don't accept help until they're ready. So from the beginning I said that I just don't know how effective that stuff is already. The anti-drug, the resources, that stuff is already out there, has been for a long time. If you want to find it, then you can find it. You don't need to look in the description of my video that you're not going to watch. So it's not my responsibility. And I think people should be afraid to do drugs. And I also think they should be shamed for it. I do think any barrier to entry you can possibly put into place, yeah, it sucks for the people who are already addicts, but a lot of stuff is already going to suck for them. They're already addicts. They shouldn't have done it. Any barrier to entry for drugs that you can put into place to discourage people from trying it. I haven't tried drugs yet. Maybe I will because I'm curious, but oh wait, my entire community is going to shame me. I guess I won't. That's a life saved from addiction. That's a good thing. I like good things. I like doing good and affecting positive change. What I don't like is running my mouth about compassion on Facebook. That's a bunch of horse shit. It doesn't help anybody. People are still dying in droves. Compassion has its place. I think in this case, it is tragically misplaced. Help people who are, like, if someone falls down a well, this is like Maddox who made this analogy. Yeah, they shouldn't have been playing around the well. That doesn't mean we shouldn't help them get out of the well. That is true. We should help them get out of the well. We should also make them really afraid to play around the well. And we should shame those who do, even if nothing happens to them. We should make them ashamed to think about going to play around the well. Because the fewer people who fall down a well, the better. And this is not difficult. This is not complicated. And I am right about this. This is how it is. You can take it up with cause and effect if you have a problem with what I'm saying. I was talking to my friend Ben a few weeks back about authenticity and the way. It's hard to get into this. I might want to just do a whole video on this sometime, but essentially a lot of the ways people publicly signal that something significant is happening in their life comes across as them drawing from some like pattern of speaking and way of phrasing things that they have kind of subconsciously osmosed from culture, from things they've heard other people say, from things they've heard in movies. And the end result of this is that a whole lot of people, about things that I know do matter to them in their life, go about expressing it in ways that seem excessively showy and dramatic and flowery, and it makes my skin crawl sometimes. And it's impossible to say that without sounding like an asshole. Like, how dare you? Like, this person is suffering. They're dealing with, yeah, I know. And so I don't go and like get in their business and make them feel terrible about it. But I mean, at the same time, I think what I think. If these videos that I do seem dry, I am doing my absolute best to avoid tried and true, like, carved, automatic, conventional wisdom grooves in my brain of how to think about things and how to express things. I don't want to just echo ideas that I've heard before in other places that seem to make what I'm talking about swell with more significance. I want everything I say to be deeply and truly of myself and what I think and feel and what my experience actually is. One thing that kind of gets on my nerves is people referring to something as a journey. If I were to talk about Kingdom Hearts, has been a loose like anchor point for me to do this series and talk about it, and I've explained why Kingdom Hearts is significant. I would never phrase it as like, come with me on my journey with Kingdom Hearts 3 and dealing with my brother's death. I would never refer to that as a journey, and I hear that so much. I've come to hate the word journey. Journey to me is a significant trek, and it almost certainly involves traveling. It involves leaving where you have been comfortably and going across something to something else, and then maybe returning. And bound up in that, there is a lot of growth, challenge, and overcoming. That's what I think of as a journey. And I realize a lot of people, when they refer to a journey that they're having, it's a metaphorical journey. They're not literally traveling across water. But I still think, even just using it metaphorically, it waters down the meaning of it, waters down the spirit of the word. I just don't think playing through a video game is a journey. I don't think someone who's like suffering from some kind of illness, I'm not saying that's a light thing. I'm not saying that's inconsequential, but I personally don't consider a lot of waiting and thinking about things and not knowing and uncertainty and repeated hospital visits as a journey. I sympathize with anyone who's going through that, and in a lot of ways I think that's every bit as, honestly, probably worse in plenty of ways than what I've dealt with over the past 3 years. I'm just saying I don't think it's a journey. I don't think what I have gone through is a journey. I wish people would use the word journey for what it actually is. Journey is just an example. The larger point I'm getting at is the way everyone wants to think that what they have going on is very special and meaningful and significant. I mean, like, it is to them and it is to me, and I've talked about that stuff with my idea of gestures and all that. Maybe it's as simple as a personal preference thing, like my personal taste, but I'm hesitant to say it's that simple. My aversion to this heightened language for a lot of things, I just don't like it. It's not just that it strikes me as somewhat off-putting. It strikes me as a little bit wrong, and I'd be hard-pressed to sit here right now on the spot and defend that statement. But yeah, that's how I feel. This is me talking about how I feel. This one's pretty negative, huh? That's how I feel right now about a lot of this stuff. This is a lot of what I have to say. E3 just happened. Was it Electronics Entertainment Expo? I think that's what it stands for. Yeah, it's just right around this time of year. It's always in kind of like early approaching mid-June, and that's yeah, it's like about a week before when Jamison died. Remember in 2018, right around the time Jamison died was when E3, Nintendo showed off Smash and Ridley and Smash and all that stuff, and started me just like looking hardcore into that. And 3 years later, here I still am, and that's still going on. What a ride it's been. What a journey it's been with Smash Brothers and my brother. Yeah, but another pointless little connection my brain's making. E3, and it's been 3 years. I guess I am agitated and seem kind of irreverent and not very nice in this video. Recently, a fair amount of what I have been feeling about Jamison is, if it were anger, I would just say it was anger and just be done with it. Like I say every other thing. Like I'm not opposed to speaking exactly my mind. I'm trying to be precise. I don't want to say it's something leaning more towards anger and annoyance. I still feel for Jamison a lot of what I've expressed in past videos. I love him. I wish things had turned out differently. A lot of what I do is offered up to him in the hopes that he can know that I'm doing it for him somehow. But in a lot of ways, I'll try to express this without sounding like a psychopath. And honestly, I feel like anyone who would read into it, there's something wrong with Jordan, is just kind of basic and doesn't understand. But I'm just kind of tired of hearing about it. I don't want to hear only good things about Jamison, I guess is what I'm feeling. I've been a little bit more, like, I liked Jamison. He was really funny and he was smart and he was like fun to talk to, and we understood each other in a lot of ways. That stuff is all real, and I'm not discounting it, but it's not the only stuff there was. And I am about keeping it real, and I think Jamison was about keeping it real. And the last one of these, like 1 year ago today, I pointed out that when he was caught with drugs or like asked if do you have weed, he would just be like, yes, and just not make a big production out of it. I don't think Jamison would want people to only fixate on and embellish his good aspects. He was loved, but sidebar, there's this popular idea making the rounds among fucking idiots that if you say something and then say but, that but means that what you said, everything you said before the word but is not true. That is so sloppy, stupid wrong, and you know it. That is so, like, if you've ever said that unironically, just stop thinking, give up, you're not good at it. But is a conjunction with a purpose, and streams of ideas and reasoning. There are more than just, there are more tracks of that can converge than just one. Yes, you can say something and mean it, and then say, but that doesn't discount this other point I'm going to make. It's my, okay. Anyway, Jamison, yeah, all of that stuff is true, and I really do feel it. But I don't want that to be all I hear about him. I don't want that to be all I think about him. I don't want that to be all that is remembered and expressed about him. I don't want to pretend that Jamison was a great person. I don't think he was. I loved him, and I miss him, and I wish things had worked out differently, and he might have come around and become a great person. But as, like, he robbed himself of that chance, and he did do it to himself. And there were greater forces at play. As I've said before, the corrupt outside world reaches in and corrupts. It's partly our responsibility to recognize that corruption and say, nope, I'm not going to fall for that. I'm going to listen to what I was told. I had DARE through elementary and middle school, and they said, don't do drugs. My parents said, don't do drugs. Everyone good in my life said, don't do drugs, so I'm not going to do them. And that's what I did, and I'm still here. Jamison chose to do drugs, so he was a kid, and kids do dumb things, but the buck's got to stop somewhere. Like, you shouldn't have done drugs. I really, really wish you hadn't, Jamison. And, I'm losing track of what I'm saying. I'm just going all over the place. I really don't know what I was even getting at. I've just completely lost it. You like me in the background there. If you look closely, you can see even further in the past me. There's 3 Jordans on screen. Hopefully that's not too washed out. Hopefully that's not too overexposed. Actually, I'm going to fix that real quick. No, I'm not. Okay. Oh, yeah, anyway. Yeah, all that stuff about Jamison, I loved him. I thought he was funny and fun, and he in some ways was a victim of just being young and stupid at the wrong time. But I don't really think he was a great person. I wish I could say that I did, but I don't. There's a lot of stuff about him I really don't like. And my experience and what I know about him and what he told me and just what I saw was that a lot of the time he did stuff that most people would agree is wrong to other people, to hurt those people. Like, not, nothing like serious, like attacking them or something, but like things that other people did not want to happen and like reasonably could expect not to happen because it's like a breach of trust. And he did those things kind of coldly and just because he wanted to, and just didn't seem to feel much remorse. And he was always kind of like that. He didn't seem to feel much remorse. Like, he just thought he was entitled. His ideas were better, and people who disagreed were just wrong. And if he wanted to do it, he was just going to do it. And I don't think he was evil, but no, I don't think he was a great guy in a lot of ways. And I just don't like flowery depictions, like, just because he's gone. Jamison was an atheist. If you're a Christian and you read the Bible and believe it, Jamison rejected God with every fiber of his being. Like, I hope he's in heaven. I hope there is a heaven, and B, I hope he's in heaven. But just to assume that is very unreasonable. There is no reason, no basis to just assume, yep, there's another angel in heaven, Jamison's in heaven. And I just don't like fake. I just don't like fake flowery demonstrations to make people feel good on Facebook. It's just so trite. It's just so hollow and meaningless and false. It's false and wrong. And that stuff is wrong on its own. False, wrong, lies, like, that's just wrong on its own. It's also, at the best of times, when Jamison was at his best, it's not what he was about. And I just don't think he would want or appreciate that. If I die, I don't want to die, I don't plan on dying, but if I die, I hope to God people don't put a bunch of flowery, false nonsense out on the internet about me. Like, I would turn in my grave. I do not want that. It's like junk food for the heart, junk food for the mind. It's like a greasy bag of pork rinds converted into, like, emotional content to be devoured. I feel like social media and how, I'm just going off about authenticity here, I feel like social media and all this stuff has so horribly, tragically diminished how we as people experience life. It's just, it's dumbed everything. It's dumbed everything down. It's dumbed our feelings down. It's dumbed language down, like language surrounding these ideas. It's watered it down, which then in turn affects how we think about it, because we still in our minds think with language, with words. It's limited us. It's dumbed it down. It's commodified it. And I'm just not all about spinning in place on the floor. And it's been 3 years, and I don't want another 3 years to go by like this. And it very easily could, and probably will. Don't want another 3 years to go by like this. Don't want another 10 years to go by like this. Don't want another 15. But it very easily could, and it probably will. It just probably will, because... Okay. A guy that I don't think I went to high school with him, because I think I was graduated by the time he started high school. Did I say was graduated? I think I had graduated by the time he started high school, but I certainly knew of him. Passed away recently. And again, without going into details, it was... My understanding is that it wasn't an overdose, but it was complications from drug activity. Like, ultimately, if I'm understanding correctly, it would not have happened if he had not had a drug problem. So if he had not developed a drug problem. So let's take it a step further back. So if he had not tried drugs, if he hadn't tried drugs, he'd be alive now. I mean, well, at the very least, I mean, you know, anything could happen, car accident, whatever, but we don't know, but he wouldn't have died the way he did. This is not, if you are listening to this and see this as me kicking the dead when they're down, you're an idiot. If that's what you get from this, turn off the video and just give up. You're just not going to get it, and I'm not going to try to make you get it. If that's what you get from this, just stop trying. It is more compassionate to tell people the hard facts about how to avoid this happening again and again and again and again than to slather public compassion and niceness all over this. All that does is make people slip around in it, and then they keep dying. My hometown is a shithole. I'm glad to be out. What a wreck, what a mess. I saw someone I don't know, several months back, go on this big, ugly rant, and one of the things they said is that the opioid epidemic is not real. And it was in this kind of uncompromising, I'm just like spitting hard facts kind of way, which I recognize is kind of what I'm doing here. If someone were to say to my face that the opioid epidemic, the opioid crisis, and they put it in quotation marks, if someone were to say to my face that that's not real, I would probably harm them. I'd probably... I like to think I would. Like, I say that. I don't know if I would actually bring myself to punch them in the face there. I like to think I would. I like to think their nose would change its shape as a result of them having said that to me. This is me 3 years after Jamison died. I'm not doing this for show. This is what I've got to keep it focused. This is what I'm choosing to focus on in this particular video, I guess. And I happen to be in this sort of mood at the moment. As I said, it doesn't make everything else I've said and felt and thought and done over the course of all these other videos I've done untrue. This is just what I am kind of fixating on for this one. I don't want to record too much. This is 41 minutes. Okay, whatever. This doesn't have to be a big, long epic. Doesn't need to be. I just don't want to sit here editing all night. Like, what more do you want from me? Jamison, I've made you a whole lot of videos that you're gonna, if you can see, you're gonna be happy with this for this time. I want to enjoy my night, and I want to enjoy my life. So I'll wrap it up here, and I'll do my editing, and then I will go about my life. I'm focusing on Korean, taking Korean lessons. And I somewhat recently learned the Korean word for the anniversary of a death. It is giil. Giil means death anniversary. So today is, I don't know how to express this in Korean, like in a sentence the way a Korean person would say it. Knowing the word is not the same thing as knowing exactly how Koreans tend to say it, but today is Jamison's, today is the 3-year anniversary of Jamison's death. I'm saying Korean. 오늘은 남동생의 기일이에요. 3년 전에 저의 남동생은 죽었어요. So today is Jamison's death anniversary 3 years ago. Sorry, today is my younger brother's death anniversary. 3 years ago, my younger brother died. That was my best effort just off the top of my head in Korean there. Alright, 3 years. Jamison died 3 years ago. Wish he hadn't died. Sucks. I'm going to finish this and then edit this and then go do something else. I'll finish with this because I just thought of it and it'd be a shame not to include it. One of the main people in the office for my program, usually I'm a coordinator, so I do kind of, beyond just teaching, I do work for our program, and usually I don't get messages from her until 9 in the morning, which is around when she gets to the office. It's usually after 9, but this morning at 7:30 or something, I received a message from her, and she had sent me a digital gift card for a free ice cream cone from Baskin-Robbins, and I told her, I was like, wow, thank you, why? And she said, it's Friday, expressed the LOL laughter thing in Korean. She said just Friday, and yesterday was kind of nonstop, oh, here's another thing I gotta deal with all of a sudden. So I think maybe she did, anyway, but yeah, when I got that from her, I thought maybe she knew that it was the 3rd anniversary of Jamison's death. And maybe that's why she was giving me ice cream, just as a way to cheer me up, because she figured I'd be sad today. In reality, as I've talked about before, I don't think about it especially more around the time of year that he died. I'm always thinking about it throughout the year and making stuff. So, but anyway, I thought maybe that's what she was thinking, so maybe she gave me ice cream for that reason, to take the edge off today. So I told her, I thought maybe that's why she gave me the ice cream, and she was like, oh no, just she said just Friday, and she's like, whenever I hear about your brother, I feel so sorry. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm going to go get some ice cream in honor of Jamison. I'm going to think about what type, I'm just going to try to imagine, I'm going to look at the ice cream selection and see what kind of ice cream can I somehow spin in my brain into thinking this is more appropriately spiritually somehow for Jamison. And so yeah, I'll have an ice cream tonight in honor of my brother, who would have been 28 if he were here today. Alright. Alright, yeah, I'm done. Love you, Jamison. I'm done with this video. Until next time, bye. I always do this. I always forget to say something. Ben, who's staying with me, I've been friends with him for years, and he's been close with me since before Jamison died. And when I told him yesterday that tomorrow I was going to record this video for the 3-year anniversary, he said to me, "What are we going to do? Are we going to go up the mountain?" And just the way he said that, like he wasn't showing off. I don't know if he really paid any mind to how he said it. Just the automatic. He just assumed we're gonna do something. Like we're gonna take care of this step and making part of this thing you're creating together. He just assumed like this is what you do when you're with Jordan and it's the 3-year anniversary of his brother's death. This is how you support your friend. So what are we gonna do? Are we going up the mountain? Just ready. Is that what we're doing? Just ready to go. Yeah. Can't believe I forgot to put that in. That would have been a crime if I didn't include that in the video, so I'm glad I remembered before I broke down my entire damn tripod and took the battery out of my camera and stuff. Alright. Hi, it's recording. I woke up this morning to find that Jenny had sent me a digital gift card thing for a free double regular ice cream cone from Baskin-Robbins. Turns out she didn't know it was the anniversary of his death. She just gave it to me for other reasons, because I do such a good job. But so I got 2 scoops. I got triple cheese delight, or whatever it's called, because when Jamison was a kid, he used to eat so many cheese sticks all the time. Just walk around the house eating cheese sticks. And I got pistachio almond, because when we were kids and we would go to Walmart with our mom, we would walk around shopping and we would go to the food section and they had the big thing of pistachios, and we didn't know it was wrong to take one and eat one, so we would take a pistachio and eat it for free as children. And
Little thieves.
so this ice cream is in honor of a childhood with Jamison. That's what I got for this ice cream I'm about to eat.
Now, keep recording as you slowly eat it. Just zoom in on Jordan eating that. Not me.
Jordan. Is in honor of the fact that I like cookies and cream, and I also skipped dinner tonight, so I'm pretty hungry.
You skipped dinner?
Let's see how little of a mess I can make.
Is this the, you already do your editing of the video yet? This is the making of it? Like intentionally practice the
I was wondering what that was.
It's a baby.
It's a child.
We've entered the cheese.
The cheese one.
What's it taste like?
Like cream cheese, yeah. It's actually really good.
Oh, hey, G-Heath.
Howdy, G-Heath.
What's up?